Hey, reporters, welcome back to my channel. Word on the street is that controversial Disgraced Teen Mom family reunion star Amber Portwood might have just quit the show, the franchise, and everything that comes with it. The Sun News is reporting that this is allegedly because she needs time away from the show to cope with losing custody of her second child, James. But there is a Teen Mom Instagram blog that disputes the claims, and we're going to get into that later on in this video. Let's first start off with what the Sun News ran as their story to announce the situation. Their title reads, "Teen Mom Amber Portwood ready to quit MTV show after 14 years as she copes with losing custody of son James." So, when it comes to what Amber might do if she doesn't make money from the show, they're claiming that she is looking into venturing into flipping houses and getting into real estate. They say that she's told people that she's absolutely out at the show and that she already quit and gave notice to MTV, which is a little bit, off, because they also, in the same breath, say that a second source has told them that Amber has not officially left the show yet and is still weighing her options. I'm sorry, but what options does Amber Portwood have? Kung Fu Portwood, with her extensive criminal record already, with her drug problems, with her domestic violence problems, I don't know, with her lack of formal education, I don't know that she has many options. I know she claims that she wants to get into real estate, which is something that everyone always claims, right? But her credit is in the gutter. The producers for Teen Mom had to rent her a house. Hey, Alex. The producers from Teen Mom had to rent her a house because her credit was so bad. She didn't save enough money even to put a deposit on a house for herself. I know that she owns one now, and it was the one that her baby daddy was living in, Andrew Glennon and whatnot. But I don't know that she is able to actually keep up with a career in real estate because, mind you, it is something that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of financial investment. It takes a lot of financial savviness and whatnot, things that I don't believe that Amber has. It takes a lot of dedication. She's not used to working, right? Like, even watching after her kids was too much for her. We watched that play out on the show, the way that she would ignore her child. Remember, she bragged about how she saw her daughter, Leah, like 3 or 4 times over the span of 3 months of her summer break from school. Then when it came to James, the court found that she was constantly calling in sick when it came to time to visit with her son. And so they ultimately said, you know what, like, she's hardly even seeing the son anyway, so why don't we send him to live with his father in California? There's no use in keeping Andrew in California when the child's mom is barely even spending time with him. So if she can't even do that with her kids, how is she going to be able to dedicate the time that it takes to have a real estate flipping career or anything like that? I just don't see it for her. I think it's kind of like the buzzword for people. Like, you do always hear that from people, that this is something that they want to get into because they feel like it's easy. And I could tell you, it absolutely is not. Now, when it comes to the potential real reason that Amber is actually quitting the show, let's take it to our friends over on the very popular Instagram page, Teen Mom Chatter. If you haven't already, do make sure that you follow them. Their Instagram handle is TM_chatter. And so they posted this at the same time that the news came out on the Sun to dispute. So let me click on it so that we can get into it together. So they posted the video and they said, look, since this leaked, and I'm going to make this bigger for you guys just in case you want to read it alongside me. Since this leaked, let me tell y'all what I heard about a month ago. I heard that production has ghosted Amber Portwood after Ashley Siren leaked their phone call, and she was not contacted to start filming for the upcoming season of Teen Mom Next Chapter when the other cast were contacted. Scroll to October 29th for a leaked phone conversation. I also heard that production was toying around with the idea of bumping Kayla Sessler up, but that had not been confirmed. I have not heard anything else about this since the beginning of last month, but it sounds like MTV ghosted Amber, and now Amber is leaking that she's leaving to save face. The only way I could see her not leaving is if, by chance, production stops ghosting her. I think that is her deciding factor. When we talk about production ghosting these people, that reminds me a lot of Janelle. That's pretty much how they got rid of her as well. They just ghosted her when she would request for David to be able to come around for filming, even though she explicitly knew that they did not want that ghoul, that monster, that goblin around them. Now, when we get into the audio that Ashley played for us over her Instagram, let's pull it up. This is supposedly what got Amber fired from the show. Let me click through to the post, put on my volume for you guys, and we're going to digest it together.
What the fuck are you on, bro? Calling my phone.
Ashley's voice.
Listen. First of all, watch your fucking tone with
Girl, you're trying to start a problem. What do you want?
You've already started it by saying, what the fuck are you on?
Cause what the fuck are you on, bitch?
Listen, wait, what did you say?
What the fuck are you on, bitch?
You better pray to fucking God you never see me again, you fucking cunt.
I'll never pray.
I will mutilate your
I will never pray that prayer.
Bitch, and you know damn well I will fuck your ass.
I will never pray that prayer.
Fucking show. Do you understand me?
I will never pray that prayer.
Because I'll actually fuck your ass up. So shut your motherfucking mouth.
I will never pray that prayer, love. You're gonna have to write a Bible and send it to me before I pray to that God. Aw, you mad? Shit over it. What the fuck are you on?
Okay, so in that audio, we heard Amber threaten to mutilate Ashley. She called her the C word. I don't know if I misheard or not, but I could have sworn she called her a black bitch, which is as well. I have a question for you guys. Kung Fu Portwood has done a lot of awful things throughout her tenure on the show, including physically assaulting her baby daddy, Gary Shirley, multiple times on camera. We saw her punch him in the face, try to kick him down the stairs. We saw her she grabbed him by the neck, put him against the wall, and slap him repeatedly in front of her father. And then we also heard about the machete incident with her baby daddy as he was allegedly holding their son, James. So the idea that MTV kept her throughout all of this, but the phone call with Ashley is where they draw the line. That's interesting to me. It really is interesting to me. I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time with that. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way, but it kind of feels like she's been a terrible person her entire time on the show. This phone call is not at all out of character for her. In fact, when the Ring camera footage in the house and when like Andrew leaked all the other audio tapes of her, she said a lot of horrible things to him as well in front of the baby even. So I don't know, like the idea that this is the straw that breaks the camel's back is quite odd to me. Like you can go ahead and neglect your kids. You can put them in physical danger while you're holding a machete, allegedly. You could physically abuse people and whatnot, but this is where we're drawing the line. I don't know. I'm not complaining that like she's supposedly like kicked off or whatever, but like it's just weird. And but I do believe that more than the idea that Amber would randomly just like up and leave the show with no prospects, right? She's got no education, no career history, and the whole like, oh, like I'm upset about losing. Well, if you want to fight for custody of your kid, you need money in order to pay for the lawyers, and without the show she doesn't have the money, right? The plane tickets that you need to go back and visit him as well. Like I don't know, like neither of these stories are really adding up to me, but I will say that I lean more towards the idea that she was fired. But that's just my opinion. I'm more excited to hear what you have to say, so make sure to let me know in the comment section, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.